Good evening. This monsoon once again exposes the same truth. Two Delhis in Lutyens Delhi. The address of the Babus, the roads are clean, the drains work, everything stays neat and tidy. But step outside into the rest of the city and the monsoon turns deadly. Waterlogged streets, open manholes, flooded homes. For ordinary Indians, this isn't weather, it's a death trap. And it's not just Delhi, this is the reality of every urban Indian city. So we asked tonight, do ordinary Indians' lives and their lives matter less than the lives of those who govern them? Because every life should matter, shouldn't it? And that's why NewsX has opened its call-in lines for all of you. Tell us what your Delhi looks like this monsoon. The Babus have theirs. We want to hear about yours. So give us a call and we will listen to your problems as well. The number is flashing on your screens. At this point in time, let me also take in my colleague Atul Ranjan, who is joining us from Lutyens Delhi. Manohar Kesri is joining us from Samaypuri in Badli. Atul, I'll come to you first. Well, it's not rained today for the most part, but the devastation has been done of what we have seen. Rains were incessant in the last couple of days. What do you think has been the reaction of the normal people on the roads in Delhi when it comes to communicating, dealing with potholes and dealing with water logging almost everywhere outside of Lutyens Delhi?
Well, yeah, right since monsoon began and arrived in Delhi, we have seen reports and visuals emerging from across Delhi, particularly as you pointed out, outside Lutyens Delhi, visuals coming of roads submerged. We have seen school campuses submerged. We have seen trees falling on the road, and we have seen at times people also, commuters suffering because of those waterlogged streets. And that has been a common phenomena. If you look back across years as well, we have seen as soon as monsoon arrives in Delhi, we see the similar kind of pictures. And a familiar picture rolls out every season, and that has continued this season as well. But obviously, that is a Delhi that is common, where common people live. That is common folks' Delhi's. But Lutyens Delhi is different. The Edwin Lutyens Delhi, the British architects Delhi, is something which is different. Obviously, high-profile zone people, bureaucrats, ministers, justices, and other foreign dignitaries are something which who live around here, and often they move around here. So that is quite different. And if you could give me a brief moment, I would like to show you how different Lutyens Delhi is. You have these wide, roads here, barely any traffic, quite smooth movement of traffic, as you can see. You also have, footpaths, quite smooth looking, uninterrupted footpath, quite clean footpath, which is quite well maintained by the civic authorities here as it appears. And you can also see, the green cover here, the green cover that you see here, this also protects this region from intense heat. And also, not just during monsoons, but also during intense heat, this whole green cover protects that region as well. And you can see how I would like to show you here. You can see how pedestrians quite smoothly commute through these regions because these are so well maintained. You can see grass. You can see grasses. You can see trees that have been quite well maintained by the civic authorities. But that is something which you don't get to see in other parts of the Delhi. This Delhi obviously has people, high-profile people moving around. You have Parliament Street nearby, you have India Gate, you have Kartavya Path nearby, and so you see different, a level of maintenance that Lutyens Delhi showcases. But that is something which is missing in other parts of the Delhi, and that is why you see incidents like Samaypur Badli often emerging. And then you draw a two-picture, a Delhi that is inhabited by top people, the cream of the people, and then you have the other Delhi, which is inhabited by the common folks, the lesser mortals. And that is why you see different kinds of pictures and different conditions emerging out during such extreme weathers. Vineet.
Manohar Kesri is also joining us at this point in time from Samaypur in Badli. Manohar, आप इस वक्त कहाँ हैं और क्या सिचुएशन है ऑन ग्राउंड? एक बारिश की बस ज़रूरत होती है पूरे दिल्ली एनसीआर को झंझोड़ने के लिए, और इस साल भी ऐसा ही हुआ। पूरा साल मिलता है नेताओं को, सरकार को, प्रशासन को तैयारी करने के लिए क्या एक आम आदमी की कोई कद्र रह गई है? क्या एक आम आदमी की ज़िंदगी की, उसकी सहूलियत की, वो टैक्स पे जो पैसा खर्चा करता है, क्या उसकी कोई वैल्यू रह गई है? क्योंकि अगर इसी तरीके से अगर विकसित भारत बनेंगे अगले 20 साल में, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है मुमकिन है मनोहर।
हाँ देखिए, बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा। मानसून की पहली जोरदार बारिश ने सभी सरकारी एजेंसियों की दिल्ली में पोल खोल करके रख दी है। लुटियंस जोन तो आप देखते हैं, लोग जानते हैं और कहते हैं कि यही दिल्ली है, लेकिन वो दिल्ली नहीं है। ये दिल्ली जहां अभी मैं मौजूद हूं विनीत, ये समयपुर बादली है जहां एक बच्चे की जान चली गई। मैं वो तस्वीर दिखाता हूं, मैं इस मौके पर मौजूद हूं। ये आप देखिए, ये जो सड़क आप देख रहे हैं, ये सड़क जो है सो समयपुर बादली के जे कॉलोनी के पास की सड़क है। यहाँ पर नेता की नजर नहीं पड़ती, यहाँ पर पार्षद की नजर नहीं पड़ती, यहाँ पर मंत्रियों की नजर नहीं पड़ती, क्योंकि यहाँ पर लोग जो है सो नरक पे जीने को मजबूर हैं। सड़कें बदहाल है और एक बारिश में यहाँ 4 से 5 फीट जो है सो पानी भर चुका था। हालांकि आज धूप की वजह से बारिश निकल गया। जब 2 बच्चा रेहान और उसका भाई यहाँ पर देखिए, ठीक इसी जगह पर वो शौच करने के लिए आया था और इसके बगल में नाला है। मैं अपने सेफ्टी का ध्यान रखते हुए अपने व्यूअर्स को वो जगह दिखा रहा हूँ। ये आप देखिए, ये नाला है और इस नाले में वो बच्चे का पैर जो है स्लिप कर गया और वो बच्चा डूब गया और उसका छोटा भाई डर करके घर चला गया, क्योंकि रेहान 7 साल का बच्चा था। दूसरी तस्वीर मैं आपको दिखाऊं तो ये देखिए, नाले का ये एरिया है, लेकिन नाला खुला हुआ पड़ा हुआ है, हर जगह आधा टूटा हुआ है। और दूसरी बात ये आप देखिए, यहाँ पर लोग हैं और ये जो सड़क है ना, ये सड़क पर यहाँ से सरकार टैक्स लेती है। यहाँ पर ट्रांसपोर्ट का काफी काम होता है। और अब आप देखिए, यहाँ पर मैं सीधे अपनी उंगली को भी डुबाऊं तो आप सीधे अगर आप जाएंगे यहाँ पर और जाते जाते अंदर जाए, काफी गड्ढा है। आगे जैसे मैं बढ़ूंगा गड्ढा है, पैर स्लिप कर जाएगा। तो ये आप देखिए, सड़कों की ये हालत है विनीत। और सबसे बड़ी बात है, यहाँ पर कल अगर आप पहुंचते तो यहाँ पर 4 से 5 फीट पानी भरा हुआ था। लोग इलाके के हैं, इन लोग से पूछेंगे क्या हालत थी। आप लोग भी रुके, क्योंकि यहाँ पर एक बच्चे की डेथ हुई। कल आप स्कूल जा पाए थे?
नहीं।
क्यों?
बारिश की वजह से।
पूरा पानी भरा हुआ था?
हाँ।
कितना पानी भरा था?
रोड पूरा।
क्या नाम है भैया आपका?
सुनील।
पानी भरा हुआ था पूरा यहाँ?
हाँ जी, सीएनजी तक।
सीएनजी तक?
हाँ जी,
हाईवे है यहाँ?
ये पूरा यहाँ तक था।
यहाँ तक?
यहाँ।
ये आप देखिए विनीत, इनका कहना है यहाँ तक। अभी मैंने हाथ डुबा करके भी दिखाया, पानी निकला हुआ है, लेकिन फिर भी काफी गड्ढा है। अगर गाड़ी जाएगी तो गाड़ी फंस जाएगी। तो आप समझ सकते हैं यहाँ के लोगों की। नेता लोग आते हैं कि नहीं?
दीपक चौधरी जब से जीता, जब से आया नहीं। उसकी घरवाली काउंसलर, एमएलए, वो उसका आदमी, 5 साल में कुछ नहीं हुआ।
भैया आप जहाँ हैं वहाँ नाला भी खुला हुआ है, नीचे आ जाइए, कहीं गिर जाएंगे ना तो फिर दिक्कत रहनी की देनी हो जाएगी।
जी,
दिक्कत हो रही है?
बहुत दिक्कत हो रही है।
यहाँ बच्चे की भी डेथ हो गई?
हाँ, डेथ हो गई यहाँ पे।
हो गई?
वो देखो डब्बा वो दिखाई दे रहा है,
यहीं पे गिर गया नाला में।
नाला नहीं गिरा,
यहीं पे गिर गया।
देखिए, मैं तस्वीर विनीत एक और दिखा रहा हूँ यहाँ पर, ये दिखाना चाहूंगा। वो देखिए, एक जो पानी की बोतल का वो डब्बा देख रहे हैं, वो जो बोतल है खाली, वहीं पर बच्चा जो था और पैर स्लिपा, नाले में गिरा। और दिल्ली में अलग अलग एजेंसियां हैं, एमसीडी है, पीडब्ल्यूडी है, एनडीएमसी है। एनडीएमसी लुटियंस जोन का जो है सो देख रेख करती है। एमसीडी के दिल्ली में 4 फीट से ज़्यादा गहरे वाले नाले हैं, 800 नाले हैं। वहीं अगर हम 4 फीट से कम गड्ढे की बात करें तो 12,000 से ज़्यादा इस तरह के नाले हैं। पीडब्ल्यूडी अपना राग अलापता रहता है, उनके जिम्मे भी कई नाले हैं। 60 फीट से ज़्यादा चौड़ी सड़कें भी हैं। तो ऐसे में दिल्ली वासी जो है सो यहाँ पर नरक पे जीवन जी रहे हैं। लोगों की कोई सूद नहीं रहा है। भाई आप लोग कभी शिकायत करते हैं?
शिकायत सुनते नहीं तो शिकायत क्या करें?
शिकायत आपकी नहीं सुनते?
नहीं सुनते नहीं। देखिए आगे जाके देखिए ना रोड कैसा है।
चलिए हम आगे भी दिखाते हैं विनीत। धीरे धीरे मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन राजू को कहूंगा कि हालत दिखाते चलें, क्योंकि ये जनता है। जब चुनाव का वक्त आता है तो नेता नजर आते हैं और उसके बाद नजारत हो जाते हैं। तो किस तरह से लोग आगे बढ़िए। भैया देखिए, यहाँ पर ट्रांसपोर्ट का काम होता है, सारे सामान जो है सो यहाँ से पार्सल होते हैं, लेकिन सड़कों की बदहालत देखिए। यहाँ के लोग और यहाँ की सड़कें जो है सो अपनी किस्मत पर रो रहे हैं। और सड़कें आप देखेंगे तो आपको लगेगा कि गड्ढा सड़क पर है या सड़क गड्ढा में, आपको समझ में ही नहीं आएगा। ये आप देखिए, ये 60 फीट चौड़ी सड़क है और सड़क की हालत आप देखिए, ये स्थिति है। क्या आप सोच सकते हैं ये दिल्ली है, देश की राजधानी है? बिल्कुल नहीं। जहां तक तस्वीर जाएगी, ये आप देखिए, यहाँ से सीधे तस्वीर जाती है और आप देखिए किस तरह से पूरा ये काला पानी, मतलब नाले का पानी सड़क पर और सड़क का पानी सड़क पर, कहीं आने जाने की कोई व्यवस्था नहीं है। सिर्फ इस साइड ही नहीं, दूसरी साइड अगर आप देखेंगे तो ये देखिए, ये बदहाल स्थिति है और ये देश की राजधानी है। लोग अपनी डंका पीटते हैं कि हमने बहुत सारा काम किया, लेकिन पब्लिक से जब मैं पूछता हूं तो क्या यही विकास है, क्या यही दिल्ली विकसित है? तो इस तरह से तमाम लोग जहां पर, भाई साहब रुक जाइए, ये सड़क कब बनी थी?
ये कौन सा कांग्रेस की सरकार थी जब बनी थी, और
नई सड़क पहली बार बनी और उसके बाद सड़क नहीं बनी। सरकारें बदल गई, सड़क की सूरत नहीं बदली और सड़क और बादल। भाई साहब रुकिए, आप कहाँ रहते हैं?
मैं तो 2 महीने से यहाँ पर हूँ।
आप 2 महीने से हैं? कहाँ के रहने वाले?
यूपी
में। तो इस सड़क के बारे में क्या कहेंगे? बहुत अच्छी सड़क है ना ये?
ऐसा तो सड़क यूपी बिहार में भी नहीं है।
अच्छा, यूपी बिहार में भी नहीं है? देश की राजधानी है?
हाँ, देश का राजधानी है, यही बस मैं कहूँगा, उससे आगे नहीं कहूँगा।
आपने बहुत बड़ी बात बोल दी।
देश के राजधानी में
बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं आपके पास वापस आऊँगा। Let me in fact rope in Nikhil Jain, political analyst, into this conversation. Adish Agarwal, senior advocate, Supreme Court, is also joining us on the broadcast. Nikhil, you've seen the visuals. This is literally like deja vu, and I'm very sure that we're going to be back here again talking about pollution in the AQI in just a few weeks from now. It's also not about the disparity between Lutyens Delhi and the rest of the Delhi. Like I said in my opening monologue, that this is the situation of almost every city, metropolitan tier 1 city in the country. You saw what happened to the missing link just a few days back in Maharashtra as well. You've been abroad, I've been abroad. Rains don't do this. Rains are not supposed to do this. Why do you think that the infrastructure mess in India is growing day by day, and why aren't governments at the center, government at the state doing anything about it? This is extremely inconvenient for people who pay taxes, extremely inconvenient for people who have a choice to move out of India.
Absolutely. See, we can all blame the politicians all the time. I keep on blaming the BJP government. Other people do blame other governments as well. But I think if we really have to look at it, I think you and I are to blame. The citizens of the country, the media of the country, every time a city submerges during rains, we will run a story, I will come on television, I will say a few bad things, and that's the end of it. Nobody is really holding the politicians to account. Nobody is really asking the BJP that one of your key campaign issues in 2025 Vidhan Sabha elections was the fact that the city's civic infrastructure has gone to the drain under Mr. Kejriwal. But what is happening now? I can't even count the number of engines that Delhi is running with, the BJP engines that we have. You have a BJP mayor, you have BJP in the NDMC, in the union government, in the state government, everywhere it is the BJP MLA, MP, commissioner, corporator. But what is happening? Nothing. Something as simple as, preventing waterlogging on streets or making a road where there needs to be a road does not really happen because there's no accountability. Nobody's asking questions of the government. Now, you've shown a lot of visuals of parts of Delhi other than Lutyens, but even Lutyens has a lot of waterlogging. Just yesterday, there was a news report of waterlogging on the Baba Khadak Singh Marg, which is the road that, on one side of it is the RML hospital and on the other side are the brand new MP flats. 2 days ago, I myself was stuck in waterlogging on Talgatora Road. That is the abysmal situation that we're living in. Nobody's asking questions. I don't know what the courts are doing. I don't know what the officers are doing. Growing up, we used to hear that Delhi has problems because there is an MCD, there's a DJP, there's a Delhi government, there's a central government, there's the NDMC. But right now, all of it is under the same political party. Now, where is the problem? Probably because the Delhi government is, more interested in random things. Just days ago, when the city is drowning in these rains, not floods, but rains, you have the Delhi chief minister renaming somebody which had to do with Old Delhi, which was originally Shahjahanabad. She has renamed it to something in the tune of Indraprasth or God knows what. And Indraprasth has nothing to do with Purani Delhi. Shahjahanabad is different. Indraprasth is the area around Purana Killa. That is what the priority of the government is, that we are going to rename everything that has to do with the Mughal. even if it makes no historic sense, we are not actually going to care about what was in the pre-Mughal era, and we are certainly not going to care about what is in the era of the 21st century and what was built in the 20th century. I really don't know what to do.
Well, I can sense the frustration in your voice as well. Mr. Agarwal, how do you look at this? Can the courts do something about this? Because I don't think the governments are equipped, with the mindset to understand what this does to the people of any city. Is it true that for a politician this is something very transient and temporary? He thinks that this will also pass. So just stay out of vision, keep quiet for some time, and things will go back to normal. Vote to mujhe hi milega.
Things will become correct in this country when the officers of municipal corporations are held responsible. Their criminal cases are launched against them. They can be punished under this. Because the two persons have died, so under section 106 of BNS, causing death by negligence, they can be held responsible and there can be conviction for 5 years. Once this is done to any officer of the municipal authorities, then all these officers, they will be performing the duty, because under the Municipal Act, everywhere in India, whether it is UP Municipal Act or whether Delhi Municipal Corporation Act 1957, this is the responsibility of the municipality to maintain and keep the construction, maintenance, cleaning of the drain and drainage work. This is there in every act of the municipal corporation in India. So, and once they fail in performing their duty, officers are held, because now this 3-year child of Ghaziabad has died. If criminal case, police should file criminal case, register a case under 106(1) BNS Act of India and launch prosecution. Then only things will be, all officers will be performing their duty which they are duty bound statutorily, because under the act it is their duty.
All right, sir, appreciate you joining us. Nikhil, thank you so much. All right, well, a petition has been filed in the Supreme Court regarding the E20 petrol issue. The PIL requests that a continuous and uninterrupted supply of both E10 and regular petrol be ensured at all fuel stations across the country, thus providing a clear choice to consumers. The petition also seeks a direction to the centre to ensure that prior to implementing the contested policy, all two-wheelers and four-wheelers, particularly those manufactured before 2023 and currently plying on Indian roads, are adequately covered under a suitable insurance scheme. Let us in fact look at the demands which have been made in the PIL in some more detail on the big screen. Well, as you know, the ethanol blended petrol has been under a lot of scrutiny. The first demand, according to this PIL, is E20 fuel still be continuously available. Let people choose, let them decide as per their information and as per their prudence what they want to use. Demand number 2, insurance for all two-wheelers and four-wheelers sold before 2023 for ethanol related issues as well. Demand number 3, boards and clear signage at all petrol pumps on ethanol blending, which is not clear at this point in time. There are disclaimers outside. Demand number 4, price subvention on E20 fuel of ₹50 to 55 per litre. If it is 20% in the composition, there should be some let up in the kind of money that is also being charged for E20, and that's exactly what the PIL talks about. I'm going to bring in my colleague Atul Ranjan, who's going to give us more details about this. Atul, this is obviously an important PIL. We've already seen that there is anger in people, there is confusion in people when it comes to ethanol and how it's blending and how it's affecting various cars.
Well, yes, there has been a sustained outrage over E20 petrol rights since the beginning, and right in recent weeks and days, we have seen that the demand regarding some of the some of the demands of the vehicle owners have been sort of gaining political traction as well, as we have seen. And recently we have also seen Tehseen Poonawalla recently writing a letter to Union Transport Minister regarding challenging his claims of no E20, no vehicle getting sort of damaged because of E20 fuel. And now we are seeing finally a PIL in this matter has been filed in the Supreme Court, and some of the key demands of the PIL, if you go through, clearly sort of reiterates that the critiques of the E20 program have been making throughout this time. Now, some of the demands that, if I could read, briefly, it says that all the retail outlets of fuel must clearly mention and mention the exact the percentage of blending of ethanol in the petrol that they are selling at the retail outlet there. Now they also say that the fuel bills of at these petrol stations must also explicitly print the percentage of ethanol blended. So even the receipt of the the fuel should also reflect the percentage of the ethanol that has been blended into that petrol. Now the PIL also further demands that the government must provide vehicle owners the option of lower blended petrols, that is E10 petrols. Remember the vehicle owners have been criticizing the government over not having any alternative when it comes to E20 petrol. The petrol of the fuel stations, they say, don't really have an option, and thus they have no other option but to get E20 fuel despite in cases where their vehicle is not E20 compliant. Now the PIL further also says that the vehicle owners should not be facing any sort of prejudice or any sort of loss of warranty when it comes to damages if their vehicle incurs due to E20 usage, is what the PIL also says. Now it further also says the government and manufacturers must publish searchable compatibility advisories or mobile apps and websites. Clearly, so the PIL sort of takes a holistic picture of the all the arguments that have been made against the E20 petrol, and obviously some of the arguments that continues among the public on the roadside as well, that the mileage drop is.
Senior economist also joins us on the program. Dr. Kohli, how are you looking at this PIL? Is it a good idea that consumers should get a choice as to what they are buying and what they are comfortable with?
Good evening, Vineet. I could not hear clearly what your correspondent was saying. But about E20 petrol, all I can say is there is a need for a detailed investigation, because the statements coming from government and the minister is that there is nothing of that sort. Whereas on social media, if you see, there are a lot of people who are posting videos of their car breaking down, the fuel pumps being changed, new cars like Defender from Land Rover, those cars facing trouble. And of course, the common problem that people are also talking about, if not the breaking down, is loss of fuel mileage. So I think there is a need for, they say wherever there is a smoke, there has to be fire somewhere. So I feel there is a need for a detailed investigation. And until this investigation happens, I think this fuel can be held back for some time, because once the truth comes out, there are laboratories who can test this. This is not a very difficult thing to do, because even the automobile companies are giving mixed kind of opinions, in terms of there are 2 or 3 companies who are siding the government, who are saying that yes, indeed, there is nothing wrong. Whereas there are other companies who are admitting that yes, some fuel consumption does go down when you start using this kind of fuel. So I have a feeling that, I don't make any conclusion either way, but I do feel that the government, the only way this whole controversy can be set at rest is by way of a detailed lab check and a ratification from the automobile experts and automobile engineers. who can probably clarify and lay to rest this whole controversy, Vineet.
Dr. Kohli, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Breaking news coming in, India has lodged a protest at a foreign affairs seminar after a Bangladeshi diplomat depicted Kashmir as being part of Pakistan. The matter was brought up by the Second Secretary of at the Indian High Commission, Pooja Kumari Jha. Former Bangladeshi Ambassador Tariq-e-Karim presented the map during a keynote address at the seminar organized by the Bangladesh Institute of International and Strategic Studies. As soon as she saw the map while being part of the audience, India's Pooja Jha lodged a protest saying that Jammu and Kashmir is an inalienable part of India. Listen in.
Pooja from Indian High Commission. The map of India depicted here is incorrect. Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India, and I think the map presented here is not correct.
This map is for representational purposes. It does not project actual boundaries.
I understand, sir, but the Jammu and Kashmir part is an integral part of India, and it is misrepresented here. So I just wanted to point out.
Renik, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast. Renik, Jammu और कश्मीर भारत का एक अटूट हिस्सा है. बांग्लादेशी डिप्लोमेट ने एक गलत मैप चुना जिसमें जम्मू और कश्मीर को दिखाया नहीं गया, पर उनको सुननी पड़ी भारतीय राजदूत द्वारा.
एकदम देखिए, बांग्लादेश में जिस तरीके से भारत को लेकर चर्चा चल रहा है 2024 से, जिस तरीके से भारत का मैप को लेकर छेड़खानी बांग्लादेश में लगातार देखने को मिल रहा है. कोट एंड कुछ छेड़खानी बोल सकते हैं, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बांग्लादेश में भारत का मैप को लेकर बहुत सारे तस्वीर सामने आया था. तो अभी जो देखने को मिल रहा है कि बांग्लादेश का डिप्लोमेट, उनकी तरफ से बांग्लादेश का एक सरकारी प्रोग्राम जिस जगह पर भारतीय हाईकमीशन का मेंबर भी मौजूद है और उस जगह पर भारत का जो मैप को रिप्रेजेंट किया जा रहा है, उस मैप में जम्मू और कश्मीर को अलग दिखाया जा रहा है. उसमें भारत का मैप में जम्मू और कश्मीर को इंक्लूड नहीं किया जा रहा है. और उसी बात को आज ऑब्जेक्शन किया है भारतीय हाई कमीशन से पूजा कुमारी झा. उनकी तरफ से एकदम स्पष्ट कहा गया है कि भारत में जम्मू और कश्मीर भारत का अविच्छिन्न एरिया है, तो उसमें उसको मैप में रखना चाहिए. और जो मैप रखा गया है वो मैप सही नहीं है, वो मैप भारत का.
चलिए रेनिक, इस जानकारी के लिए हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Well, the Adani Group, in collaboration with the US-based Center for Excellence in Education, successfully hosted the valedictory ceremony of the Research Science Initiative India 2026 at the prestigious Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. The 6-week initiative, held at the Indian Institute of Science, aimed at high school students to encourage them to pursue careers in STEM fields. The program seeks to inspire the next generation of scientists by offering an immersive experience that helps students appreciate the process and challenges of scientific research, ultimately fostering a deeper interest in pure sciences. A student participating in the program expressed gratitude for the experience. Listen in.
I come from Adani International School, Ahmedabad, and I recently got an opportunity to participate in a 6-week course of Research Science Initiative India, underwritten by Adani Group and powered by the Center of Excellence in Education. First of all, I'd wholeheartedly like to express my gratitude towards Adani Group for providing such an immersive experience to high schoolers across the whole country, because not everyone gets an opportunity to participate in such a rigorous program at free of cost. IISc, being a very prestigious institute in itself, comes with its own value when combined with CEE. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity. And across the span of 6 weeks, I got the opportunity to delve deeper into environmental informatics. That was something that I held my own prerequisite in. So using the resources, the equipments and the faculties at IISc, I just got a chance to leverage my prerequisite in environmental science and informatics and take it to a next.
All right, Atul Ranjan, my colleague, joins us on the broadcast to give us more insights about this event. Atul?
Well, yes, India's push to build or sort of develop next generation of scientists received a major boost today because of this program. Because Center of Excellence, educational excellence in US partnered with Adani Group and organized this RSI India program. Now what we're learning is that the RSI India is a 6-week program which sort of gives exposure to future scientists. And this year what we're learning is that about 26 or 30 of top science minds, budding minds of the country were selected for this program, and they were given opportunity to get exposed to some of the top scientific minds in the country, as well as them getting opportunity to present their findings, their theories as well. So all in all, quite a holistic environment that was being
joining us. We'll take a short break on that note. Be right back.